Hello, and welcome to the Passport to Payday workshop, where I'm going to teach you how to turn retreats into revenue. I am Koereyelle. I am the host of the Girl Stop Playing podcast. I am also a mommy of two, a travel enthusiast, travel agent, and the proud owner of Elevate Travel Co. At Elevate Travel Co., we not only offer full service travel planning, we also specialize in host agency services for travel agents, as well as a 6-week travel agent certification where we teach women how to turn their passion for travel into a paycheck. Today's workshop is for you if you have a network, a community that you are ready to turn into coins. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to turn retreats into revenue. If you've ever hosted a domestic or international retreat, or if you've been thinking about it on the fence, trying to figure out whether or not this is an income stream that you want to add to your current business model, hopefully today's workshop answers all of those questions and encourages you to get off the fence, because you're going to find out just why retreats are the perfect revenue stream for you. If you did not know, retreats are a part of a $35 billion industry. Yes, that is right. The travel industry, despite what you see on social media, despite what the news tries to tell you, people are still traveling, and the travel industry is definitely booming. One thing for sure is that people love a vacation. People need relaxation. And so this is an opportunity for you to cash in on the needs of the people in your community. Travel is essential for mental health. Regardless of the industry that you are in, your people need an outlet, and travel is an opportunity for them to do just that. There is tons of research that supports the need for vacations. And I've even seen research that talks about the ease and stress just when you know that you have a vacation coming. It doesn't even have to be within the next month, the next 2-3 months. When you have a vacation on your calendar, something about that just calms your nerves. And so if you are interested in providing mental health resources for your community, then a retreat is definitely something that you should consider. Retreats provide relaxation, restoration, and can be a seamless and stress-free form of revenue for you. Plus, Elevate Travel eliminates your stress in planning. Now, if you've ever tried to put together a group trip just for you and your girlfriends, then you know how hard it can be to get that group trip out of the group chat. Well, that is where Elevate Travel comes in. And so I am super excited to share how Elevate Travel can help you elevate your experiences and curate your next retreat. Now, the number one reason why you should absolutely put a retreat on your calendar is because you will pay $0 out of pocket. With our model, there are no upfront costs. So if you are someone who has traditionally planned your typical events where you are working with hotels or venues and you have to sign that contract, you have to put down a deposit, you have to sign on the dotted line that you are going to meet their food and beverage minimums or the room block minimum, this ain't that. And so I am super excited to share with you why you should consider all of the reasons why you should consider hosting a retreat for your community, especially if you have experience with hosting events. So let's get into our planning process. First things first, you're simply going to choose your destination and your date. Now, you don't have to have an exact date, but if you have a month and year within the next 12 months that you think would be a good time, based on the seasons, based on high season, based on low season for the destination that you're interested in, all you have to do is decide the date and the destination that you think would be best based on your current calendar, based on what you already have coming down the pipeline for your community. Select your destination and your date. And if you need help coming up with the type of destination that would be best for your specific community, we can help you with that too. Once you have selected your destination and your date, we will put together a quote for you. It's a hassle-free, no strings attached, no obligation quote where it will give you the opportunity to compare resorts and rates. Based on the resorts that you select and the rates that you are most comfortable with, based on the budget that you want to keep your costs under for your guests, the next step would be for you to create a winning sales page. And by leveraging AI, which I know you are probably already using in your business, you can definitely make that a seamless process to put together your sales page as well. After you've created a winning sales page, your next step is to call on your community, whether you gather your community online or offline, because this could be an in-house retreat, meaning you're not even marketing it to people outside of your community, although you can. This is a pretty simple marketing strategy and marketing tool for you to just offer added benefits to your existing community. Once you have invited your community to attend, they've reviewed your winning sales page and they know that this is an experience that they don't want to miss out on, then you will collect your funds based on the payment plans that we put together. One of the things that we love being able to offer to our travelers and especially our groups is affordable payment plans. We make it a pain-free process for you to be able to collect those monthly payments from your guests and then put together an unforgettable experience. And we are with you every step of the way to help you do just that. So planning a retreat doesn't typically look the same as it would look when you're planning an event that you're going to host in a hotel ballroom or an event that you are going to work with a local venue to host. The rates are going to be reduced. You are not going to have any out-of-pocket expenses because all of the costs are going to be passed on to your clients. We are going to teach you how you can build your package pricing where everything is covered by the price that your people pay. So you are not coming out of pocket for anything. And if you price it right, you shouldn't even be coming out of pocket for your own travel. Those fees can be built into your packages as well. So you get to travel for free. You get to enjoy the experience much more so than you do when you are hosting a traditional event that's typically filled with stress. And so this is a completely different process and opportunity for you. So how do you put together an unforgettable, meaningful experience for your community within your retreat? These are just a couple of ideas that some of our groups have done in the past and continue to find success with, just to get your wheels spinning so that you can start imagining yourself at the beach with your community, leveraging a completely new stream of revenue in the form of a retreat. So even if your business is not necessarily in the wellness space, when we work with business coaches, they are typically adding in some sort of wellness activation. Again, your retreat should not necessarily center around relaxation, but it should incorporate relaxation. Even if you are focused on business, you are a business coach, or you have a service-based business, when people come to retreats, they do typically have the expectation that there will be some relaxation. Even if you are going to build coaching or classes, into your schedule, wellness activations are typically a really great addition as well. And they can also be optional. When I host my group trips, I always have an agenda and a schedule, but I also leave room for people who want to go off on their own, who want to, plan or schedule their own excursions, or for people who might be bringing someone else along if they're traveling with their partner, their husband, their wife, and they want to plan something to do personally. I like to leave gaps in the schedule so that they have time to do those things as well and really maximize their time in whatever destination we are in. So wellness activations could look like sunrise yoga. It could look like a morning workout. A lot of times the resorts that we work with also have their own calendar and schedule of events. And so those are definitely other opportunities that you can take advantage of where your group can participate without you having to do the planning. So wellness activations are typically a great addition to your experience. Now, depending on the business that you are in, again, we work with a lot of coaches. So if I continue referencing coaches, that's why. But regardless of the type of coaching you do, whether it's coaching moms, you might be a parent coach, you might be a student loan coach. I work with a coach who specializes in student loans. You might be an AI coach. You might be a podcast coach. You might be an empowerment coach. Regardless of the type of coach that you are, your retreat definitely affords you the opportunity to add in coaching and mentorship. So whether this looks like small group coaching, a mastermind session, these are definitely opportunities for you to elevate your experience where you don't necessarily have to have a whole lot planned. Whenever you do group coaching, especially, you might have a couple of questions prepared, but then those coaching sessions take on a life of their own. If you're like me, then you always want to make sure that your coaching sessions provide strategies specific to the people who are there. And so a lot of times I have, open-ended questions and opportunities so that I can ensure that I'm speaking directly to the pain point and the problems and the challenges that the people who are in the room are experiencing. So you can add in coaching and mentorship opportunities into your retreat experience. Team building activities. This is especially a great idea if you have a community that has been getting to know each other for any amount of time, especially if your community is typically online. By doing these team building experiences, you can really create and nurture relationships offline that you spent time creating online. Social experiences are often a great addition. I know that we are moving into like a sober season where a lot of people have adapted sober lifestyles, but that's not everybody. And so, and not to say that social experiences have to revolve around alcohol. However, if you are at an all-inclusive resort, for example, that's definitely something that you can take advantage of if you don't necessarily have a group that prefers sober experiences. But even if you do, you can always grab a good mocktail to enjoy your social experience. But this is definitely an opportunity for you to do that. And again, these can be curated by you, or you can take advantage of the schedule that the resorts already have in place. Sister circles, healing circles are a really great opportunity for you to bring together your community. If you have a community of women, of course. I often see our group leaders putting together these opportunities to just get feedback, exchange ideas, release the stresses that you left back home. This is a great opportunity for you to do that. We've had people do candlelight experiences on the beach. People do balloon releasing, all types of things that you can put together near the water specifically. So that's a great opportunity as well. If if it makes sense for your group, prayer and meditation opportunities, guided prayer, guided meditation are a great way to bring your group together. Again, if that makes sense for your specific community. You can take advantage of local activities and excursions, whether that is food tours, bar crawls, swimming with the dolphins, jet skis, whale watching, depending on the destination that you choose. You don't have to necessarily, host these excursions, but you can still plan them and put them together and offer them as an added bonus or even include them with your packages. A lot of resorts offer happy hours. You can host dinner parties. You can do game nights and volunteerism. So if you have a community that would appreciate doing community service in the local communities of the destination that you're traveling to, that's also a really great opportunity as well to just give back, because there really truly is no better feeling than giving your time to someone who could never truly pay you for it. So that's also a really great opportunity for fellowship and just for assisting and providing support to other local communities who truly need it. When your retreat includes a minimum of 10 rooms, then you unlock some perks. And these perks are called concessions. Based on the number of passengers who are booked for your retreat, you will be able to take advantage of different concessions, including free rooms. So sometimes, and all of this depends on the resort that you select, but sometimes the resorts will offer, for every 10 rooms, the 11th room will be free. Again, that's a way that you could travel for free. That 11th room could be yours. They sometimes offer passengers free. So for every 20 passengers, the 21st passenger may be free. Again, the concessions depend on the resort that you select. Depending on the number of passengers who are traveling, you might qualify for a private check-in. This definitely up levels your experience when your guests arrive, and they don't have to just go to the front desk like everybody else does, but they get that VIP treatment with a private check-in in a different area. Welcome cocktails. Now, a lot of resorts do provide a welcome cocktail, but your group could get access to a specialty cocktail that only your group will have access to. I've seen some resorts offer signage, which makes your group feel really special. You can get access to happy hours, and that is where they will block off a certain part of the resort for you, and your group can mix and mingle and connect and network with one another. And again, that would be private just for your group. Private dinners or semi-private dinners where they either block off the entire restaurant for your group to enjoy or give you access to a private room at the restaurant for you all to enjoy. And I've seen groups do awards during these private dinners. I've seen them do book signings. I've seen them do coaching. So you can definitely set up your private dinner. I've even seen mastermind dinners set up during these private dinners. Sometimes, depending on the resort, a meeting space could be included, and then spa credits as well. All of these concessions are free. These are free benefits provided from the resort as a thank you for bringing your group. And again, the concessions depend on the resorts that you choose, but they're always based on a minimum of 10 rooms. So that could be 10 passengers in a single room or 20 passengers in double rooms. So in travel language, a double room is for 2 passengers and a single room is for 1 passenger. So it's not necessarily the number of passengers, but the number of rooms booked. And again, based on the resort that you select, we'll be able to let you know what those concessions are and how you can qualify for them. Now, if you want to elevate your experience, which I always encourage people to offer at least 2 different packages, your standard package and then your VIP package or your whatever that platinum, that upgraded package could be. Now, inside of that elevated package, you could offer private one-on-one sessions. So instead of your guests only getting the group sessions that you may be offering, they can get some one-on-one time with you, which is very valuable. This doesn't have to be an hour. It could be 30 minutes. It could be 45 minutes. If you are only doing whole group sessions, this might be smaller groups. In the past, I've done small mastermind groups of 3 to 5 people where it's not one-on-one, but it still gives an elevated experience and gives people more of an opportunity to get their specific questions answered. You can also host invite-only excursions or tours. So maybe swimming with the dolphins isn't included in your package unless you get the VIP package, and then you get access to that. Or you get access to this margarita making class or dance lessons or a food tour if you upgrade your package. You can also include add-ons with your VIP or platinum or upgraded package. Those add-ons could be a photo shoot where you have a photographer on location, someone that comes to your resort and does a photo shoot, depending on the type of community you have. If you have moms, maybe, you are doing a refresh photo shoot for moms who have been stressed out. If you have business clients, maybe they are doing a professional photo shoot to update their headshots. Depending on your community, you can definitely customize what that photo shoot looks like. You may provide an upgraded gift box. So maybe the standard package just includes a branded t-shirt, but the VIP package includes a t-shirt, a tumbler, a beach towel, whatever you decide that makes sense and is in alignment with who the people are inside of your community. That gift box can match, the vibe that you are going for. You could also include wellness treatments as an add-on. So with the VIP package, they get, one 60-minute spa treatment, one 60-minute facial or 60-minute massage that you are including in the price. You're just building that price or building that cost into that price. VIP could also have upgraded accommodations. So maybe instead of the junior suite that comes with the standard package, your VIPs get an ocean front or an ocean view suite. There's also opportunities for you to upsell with post-retreat coaching. So maybe this retreat is the kickoff to a coaching program that you're going to launch. So the retreat is one part of it. It's the first step. And then for the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months, they're working with you to meet a specific goal or to go through your specific coaching process or take advantage of your membership. Sometimes people use retreats as kind of the culmination of a coaching program or a process, but it could also be a great way to kick off or launch a process as well. You could also include courses as a part of your packages, as well as digital products. These could be things that you've already developed and created that now you can just include in the package price. So if this sounds good and your wheels are spinning about how you can host a retreat and cash in on some stress-free revenue, these are the next steps for how you can get started. First things first, you are going to scan this QR code to submit your info for a free quote. Now, if you happen to be tuned in on your cell phone and you are not able to scan this code, I want you to write down this phone number, send me a text, let me know that you tuned in to this workshop, and I will send you the link directly to your phone. You can text me at 404-369-2700. Again, that's 404-369-2700. You don't have to send a specific keyword. It's literally going to be a text message that comes right to my phone. Let me know you're here and you want to submit a group quote, and I will share the link. After you've submitted your information, which will include an estimated number of guests, the destination that you would like to go to, you can share up to 3 destinations, and I can provide rates for those based on 1 to 3 dates. So You're able to submit up to 3 different destinations and up to 3 different dates. Now, you don't have to submit 3 if you are dead set on a specific destination and you already know a date that will work for you. You can put that information on the form. Once I receive that information, I will put together a quote for you and then send you a link to schedule a call. We will hop on a quick call and I will go over those options for you. You can figure out which one makes the most sense. If you need time to go back to your team and figure out the best time to host your retreat and the best destination based on the rates that I give you, you definitely have time to do that. Once you are ready to move forward, you can sign a group leader agreement that will outline all of our policies. It will outline your specific payment plan. And based on our payment plan, you will create your payment schedule for your group. So for example, if your payments are due to us on the 20th of the month, we encourage you to set your deadline for the 10th of the month so that for any late payments, you have that at least 10-day window to get those payments in. Now, if you don't want to be bothered with payments at all, then we do have an opportunity where we can handle and manage all of the payments for you. That is the only way that we charge a fee. Outside of that payment collection fee, you don't pay us anything. Our suppliers pay us a commission. So that's how you don't have to pay anything up front. There are no hidden fees that we charge you on the back end. All of our fees come in the form of commission from our suppliers. The only way that you will pay a fee is if you decide that you don't want to be bothered with managing payments, then we will put together the payment plan on our end and we will collect payments from each of your guests. Otherwise, the standard way, the free way, is for us to just create your payment plan that will be outlined on your agreement, and then we will invoice you each month, and you will submit payments from your group on behalf of your group to us so that we can pay over to the resort or to our suppliers. And once your agreement is signed, that is when you can start booking. So if you are ready to get started, go ahead and scan that QR code. If you would like for me to send you the link to submit your free quote, or if you have questions that have not already been answered, you can feel free to send me a text at 404-369-2700. Please make sure we are connected on social media. I am Koereyelle on all social media platforms. That is Koereyelle. Wherever you like to hang out in these internet streets, you can find me at Koereyelle, and I am happy to help you turn your next retreat into easy revenue.